So we're going to pull from a different place. We're all creative. We're all creative people, right? We all have this creative drive in our subconscious that is, and I'm going to get a little bit artsy fartsy here with you guys and get a little bit heady, but bear with me, because I think sometimes we get. I've walked you through a lot of different, I've walked you through some procedures, right? I've walked you through some workflow, and this approach that I want to take, I want to pull from our subconscious. I want to pull from that source of creativity and start with a general concept. And we're going to flush it out in a few different ways inside of ZBrush. Now, if you feel more comfortable doing a mood board first, posting that up and having it there for you, that's fine. The way that I'm going to flow through this is I'm going to take a general concept. I'm going to feed my brain a few images of a general direction that I want to go into. All right, so here's where I'm going to start. And, my brain went through familiar places that I like to roam around in. Usually start somewhere in mythology, right? So I was looking at Ganesha. I was looking at possibly doing like a Hindu god warrior. I was thinking of Kali. And then I started thinking of, games I love, God of War, and bosses that I've loved in video games, Cyclops, Centaur, Cerberus, going into Japanese mythology. And these are all good places to pull from. Oh, your boss is the creator of God of War? Awesome. I freaking love God of War. These are fantastic places to pull from. But I don't want to replicate what already exists, what's already been there. I want to pull something out of my subconscious. And so I'm looking at all of these things, and these are like my inspirations. I'm looking at, Ganesha, who's always like and when he's like the elephant warrior, always inspired me. Game stuff always inspired me. And not just God of War, but I have, my World of Warcraft stuff up here. And I'm trying to think, am I going stylized? Am I going more realistic? What's my approach? Got Final Fantasy stuff up here. Garuda, Leviathan, summons from when I was playing Final Fantasy that I absolutely love. And I'm just doing some very vague searches. And this is kind of where, when I'm going through the process of what am I going to do, I start here. I just start searching and staring and looking at where am I gonna pull from, or what am I gonna feed my subconscious so that it spits something out and births something new. Shadow of the Colossus. What's it? Oh, Bahamut's great. Bahamut's great stuff. Anyways, Shadow of the Colossus. Scale. What's the scale of the creature that I'm doing? What's the scale of this boss? Is he Shadow of the Colossus huge? Is he human size? Never-Ending Story. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Never-Ending Story. You should see it if you haven't. Beautiful movie. Every kid should see it. But I think of freaking Morlo. I think of the Rockbiter. I think of all these things that I know I've fed my subconscious, and trying to determine what I'm going to call on. So, and that varies from the dark to the lighthearted. Like I think of Alice in Wonderland, and I think of Jabberwocky and stuff like that. So this is where I'm starting, and I'm showing you guys my searches so that you can see what I'm feeding myself. Now, this isn't necessarily the same thing that you're going to be feeding yourself, because what I want you to do, and it would be cool if you guys shared this in the discussion today after our class, I'd like to hear where you're pulling from. I'd like to hear where, and it should be something that's very personal, because we're going in and we're designing and we're riffing out of nothing, right? I'm going to do some quick blockouts inside of ZBrush today for you, and I would like your assignment for this first portion of this project to be just that. All right, so I'll post up the assignment, and I want you guys to do 5 blockouts, and I would like you to post a list of your inspirations. All right? So, that being said, I'll probably be bouncing back and forth between ZBrush and my browser window just to see what I'm calling on. I'm going to try my best to stay away from Cthulhu. Everybody does a Cthulhu at some point, and I've been trying to stay away from Cthulhu.